Good evening. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
It seems an age since I've been here.
It has been an age.
Yeah, it's been ages. We've had bank holidays, and then we've had our holidays, and then we've moved shows, and then we couldn't do shows because of one thing and another.
You've
But we're
woken up in
back.
at least 3 distillery car parks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've sold the motorhome.
Yes. Why did you sell the motorhome, Ted?
Why did I sell it, or how did I sell it?
No, why did you sell it?
Why did I sell it? Well, it was getting a bit long in the tooth. It was like 20 years old.
Oh, really?
20 years old.
And
Can
you haven't had
imagine?
it. You haven't had it for 20 years. You've only had it for a few years, haven't you?
No, I haven't had it for 20 years. But can you think back 20 years ago?
I can't imagine 20 years old because that was 30 years ago. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. It was 20 years old. It was still in good condition, but I thought it was getting a little bit long in the tooth. And I think when a motor vehicle gets to 20 years old, it's sort of the price drops off a cliff when you want to sell it. So I thought it was time to go.
People in chat, by the way, do let me know you can hear and see everything okay. We've had a few technical things today.
If they can't hear us, I've just wasted all that 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, that story's just gone, isn't it? If they didn't hear any of that, they'll never know what happened with the vicar and the lady of questionable integrity.
So somebody nice came along, a real nice couple. It was their first motorhome, so we thought, well, we'll give them some cutlery, and we'll give them some pots and pans, and we'll give them a telly and things like that. Get them set up and set off, so they can make some memories for the next couple of years.
I bet you forgot to empty the chemical toilet, didn't you?
That was all done. That was all done as a demonstration. Yeah.
So their first ever mobile home, and you're selling them a 20-year-old lemon. I don't know. That's not very nice, is it?
Yeah. Well, I hope they're not watching this anyway. But on the good news is I bought a Jaguar.
Have you got a Jag?
I've got a Jag.
You got a Jag?
Yeah. It was either a Jag or a Volvo. But my son was driving past the garage the other day and said, "Dad, there's a Jaguar just come in for sale," and it's gorgeous, all leather. It's got automatic. It's got a huge engine that goes to unrealistic hyper speeds.
Not that you would, being a good law-abiding ex-copper, but you know, hey.
I shall be abiding by all the rules of the road and not using all 190 horses.
But do you have the flat cap and the backless gloves and the red turtleneck and the cream slacks?
I've got the string back leather gloves,
the white hat.
Yeah, the white flat cap.
Yep. Have you got the red turtleneck?
Yeah, I've got the golf clubs in the back.
Good.
And everything. So there we go.
Good. Tan coloured slacks. And I don't know what shoes, like, because it's like that card you get when you're like 60 and you get the "here's to my dad" birthday card, and it's got like driving gloves and and you're like, I'm not that old.
Yeah. Well. Father's Day was it last week? Last week.
I don't know. I have no knowledge of such things.
Yeah, the kids bought me a pair of Crocs. So
oh no.
I'm really retired now.
No, not Crocs.
I have Crocs and a Jaguar.
Oh, one of them is good. The other one's a Crocs. Anyway, before we get too involved, welcome everyone to the eModels show.
Welcome. Yes.
Talk about a late title card.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a month, so we could just catching up. Good evening, everybody. If you are watching out there in hyperspace and the interwebs and you just sat watching, do come and say hello in the chat. Even don't have to take part, but just let us know that you're there.
Yeah, we've got the chat in front of us. I've got it in front of me. As always, though, don't forget this is a show for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for how many modelling needs, Ted?
All of them.
All your modelling needs. So do come along and watch. Keep it family friendly in the chat, please, if you're in the chat, because it is a show for them. And please don't discuss other model retailers, because it is free models. We've got the chat in front of us. We'll have a quick look through now. Now, tonight is going to be, you may have noticed, it's just me and Ted. Ted and me and Ted. Unfortunately, Chris and Colin can't be with us tonight. So we thought we'd do a gallery show, because there's only the two of us. And it's warm, and Ted's probably like had many gins by now, so we'll just do a gallery show. You think it's water? No, he's had that bottle for like 3 years. Quickly whiz through a quick look in chat and see who we've got very, very quickly before we get going. First person I've got is LWM Modelling. Says, is there anybody out there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. James Retro Rabbit, if he comes in, he'll hate the fact you've got a Jag, Ted. Because he builds cars for a living, and he every now and then he'll post a picture of this like absolute bird's nest of wiring that's some old Jag, and he's like, I hate Jaguars so much.
Well, I've actually looked on eModels website for my make of Jaguar. They haven't got one. A friend of mine, when he went through his midlife crisis at like 30. Even though he wasn't married or didn't have kids, he just decided to have a midlife crisis. He bought himself a Jag, and it's one of those big, long, sloopy ones, not the E-Type, but it's like the 1990s one. Big, I don't know what they were, but it was like a gentleman's lounge on wheels. It was just missing the obsequious servant to bring you little drinks. Yeah, well, that's it.
Crafting Jacqueline's in, says hi, she's in, says hi, I'm here, Bill. Welcome, Jackie. Skipper Skill Models is in. Don't know who that is. You ever heard of him?
I'm here.
Oh, you've heard. Oh, you've heard. Jeff Candygram from Mongo is in, and I don't have a Carl Sagan quote ready, so I shall say, the Earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. Recently, we've waded a little way out, and the water seems inviting. Because Jeff is, of course, our resident Carl Sagan. He's got those deep, dulcet tones of either Carl Sagan or a radio disc jockey from the 1970s in America. Let's have a look. We have... Who else has come in since then? My iPad is stuck. Come on, more names, please. The Bobbins is in, says, good day all. Welcome, Bobbins. Stefan Last is in. Welcome, Stefan. He says, good evening from Sweden. Welcome. I was going to say good evening, but I can't remember what good evening is in Swedish. So I'll just say tack, and that's not even Swedish either. That's Norwegian or Icelandic. Never mind. Moving on.
Yeah, I think all I could say in Swedish is ABBA. That's
IKEA. Where are we? Anders Ericsson says, "Wow, we have a countdown. Nice. Yes, we were running a bit late because everything was a bit tricky, and Ted couldn't find the software, the stream, and I was triggering with some audio stuff. So
yeah, it's that long since I've been here. I forgot how to log in.
Yeah. Let's have a look at what else we got in. Let's have a look and see. Crafting Budgie Mama's in. Hey, Natasha, welcome to you. Athol's in. Evening, Fox and Ted. Tasha, Mark, and Shellard. Welcome, Athol. And I think that's me up to date with the chat, I think, unless it's slightly broken. Stefan says, God afton van Sverige. I just said that in like a French accent. I don't know why, or a German accent. Good afternoon, French. I'm going all French again. I can't do it. I can't.
Good caval in good caval.
Good kval. Good kval. Good kval. Good kval. I can't.
I nearly read it all in that accent. Good caval in Swedish.
The funny thing is, if you try, it's like say, "Hello, I'm Swedish. I talk like a Swede." But then if you try and actually read some Swedish, you just kind of do French. It's really weird. Yes. So I do apologise to every person in Sweden who's watching this that I've just absolutely destroyed any credibility with your entire country with me. And Crafting Budgie Mama says, I'm here to annoy everyone with homemade cheesecake. I am annoyed now.
Of course, it's obligatory belly and bench. So,
yep. Now, Ted, what are you doing there? You're doing work, aren't you?
I just couldn't resist.
You can't. You're like Colin, aren't you? You just got to stop fettling, can you?
Yeah, I keep saying I've done enough on this. I'm going to do something else. But
always something you can do.
But we're going to do.
So you've broken it now.
Yeah, we're going to do a gallery show tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what's in the gallery. So don't forget, folks. if you've got any pictures that you want us to see, go and throw them in the gallery quickly.
Yep.
And we might be able to see them tonight.
Yeah. Now, because we haven't done a gallery show for like, half a year, there's no point me going to where we left off because it'll be here for like 6 hours. So I'll just go from the top, from the latest post, and we'll just work our way down until Ted needs to go to sleep. So about 10 minutes. And we'll see how we do. Now, we want to get through as many people as possible, so we might skip a few posts. We're not going to miss your work out, but if you've posted, 3 posts with the same thing, we'll just we'll whiz through them quickly. We won't dwell on, and we won't look at every single picture you've posted, but we'll try and get through as many people as possible. And if we miss your picture, don't panic. We'll get up to you at some point. But we'll start at the top.
But anybody that wants to go and have a look at the pictures anyway, just go along to the web page, the Facebook page.
Yes. If you're not already a member of the group, why not?
Yeah, Scale Model Addicts. So, a friendly place to be.
It's facebook.com/groups/Scale Model Addicts with the S on the end. And you'll know it's the one because it's got, you'll see it's got sprue in the logo. Right, shall I press the button, Ted?
Press the button. Let's
what
go
could possibly go wrong? All the things. I need to press some other buttons now. Here comes the loudest keyboard in the world. I shall get rid of us because they don't need to see us. There we go. They can see full screen goodness.
We've got 882 happy members in the room.
Yeah, we had 2 extra members this morning till I saw some of their comments and blocked them. But other than that, we had 884 until.
Yeah, we don't tolerate any hate speech or.
No. This was kind of hate speech, and they were removed very quickly. So yeah. So it's a group for all the family. So if you're not a member of the Scale Model Addicts, go and join. You can post up your stuff. We'll do these gallery shows occasionally, but it's just somewhere friendly and safe for all ages. We quickly prune out anybody that isn't suitable for all ages. So it's a bit naughty in the chat.
Yeah, we don't do advertising, so you're not going to get swamped with loads of.
We pimp our stuff because we're admins on the group, so we can do that.
It is centered around eModels, so But we don't ram it down your throat of your bus.
No. I mean, people often post up stuff about other stores and retailers, which is fine. They just don't link to it, but that's fine. We don't say you can't talk about others, but you can't promote yourself. But there are rules. Go and check them out anyway. Yeah. Shall we get going, Ted?
Let's see what's happening, or let's see what's been happening.
You're ready
in the group. Let's go.
Let's have a look. The first post is from. We're going from the top. First post is from David John Adamson. My latest effort about finished. Let's have a look and see. Now, do let me know in the chat if you guys can all see this, by the way. If you can't, that'd be a bit rubbish. I think you all can.
A personnel carrier. I'm a personnel carrier. I don't remember the type. I know
I'm trying to pin down which one it is. Ooh, very nice. Nice bit of airbrush work on the camouflage on the hull there, I think.
I do like the way on these vehicles, like when people pick out like these hatch handles, pick them out in red. It just adds that little bit of colour to what would be a drab vehicle.
Yeah, and they may. I think in real life they may be red as well, so people can see them. I just noticed on the back there you got a nice little bit of mud and texture on the mud flaps, and it just looks like kind of the right scale kind of mud and dirt, doesn't it? The kind of stuff you could just brush off on a real car and it still leave a stain behind.
Yeah, and it's been set in a muddy ground as well. To me, with the orange light on the back as well, it obviously looked like it's perhaps on manoeuvres. Yeah, it's out on the range somewhere. The crew have disembarked, gone for a brew. Just looks like something out on Salisbury Plain.
Yeah,
it's a green taxi, says LWM.
Yeah, basically. I mean, in combat, they wouldn't have the big donking orange light on the back, would they? So,
yeah.
I think that
might be a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, but that's really nice work there, David. That's beautiful.
It's really nice. It's nice. I like detail.
I like the contrast between you've got, like I say, the airbrush work on the hull, then you've got some, obviously, it looks like the brushwork on the inside with your dry brushing and weathering. So nicely done, very subtly weathered.
And
Very delicate
there's
weathering.
there's paraphernalia inside as well, like ration boxes.
And I can't tell if he's actually lit it inside or not. I think he might have done, because you can see there's that bit of stowage there under that rim, but it seems to be lit. So he might have even put some lighting in it, a subtle bit of lighting on the inside. In which case,
well, very well done anyway, David. If you watch it or if you see this, you have been featured on the live stream.
Yes. Shellard says request sent, and you can see it's up there, but I'm not going to click on that because there might be other messages that we don't want to make public. So I'll let you in later, Mark. I can't do anything while we're live, unfortunately. But that's probably you there in that little red circle with the one. That's Shellard. Point at Shellard. I'm pointing at you now. Let's see.
Yeah, and Keith's joined us. Says hello, everyone.
Hey, Keith.
You're all well.
Welcome,
Keith.
I'm prodding Shellard with my finger as you speak.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I'm one of these. When your phone, you pick up your phone off in the morning after it's been left overnight, and there's loads of red dots all over it.
Oh yeah.
I just can't leave a red dot on my phone. It has to be clear. It has to be cleared.
I'm so bad with mine. At one point, I turned my phone on, and on the email, it had like 748. I had to spend like a day going through them and just getting rid of them all. It was all junk.
Yeah.
Phil Bolton's next. He says, I originally built this Dragon Horton 229 back in the late 90s, but I got tired of the orange peel texture, seam gaps, and my early attempt at detailing the cockpit. So he basically redid it. If he was going to do a what-if build, I was going all the way with the camo. Some of the markings are based on a restored ME262 in the Smithsonian. And there was a few bits missing. So let's have a look.
What you should have done, Phil, is taken some pictures before and some after.
Yeah.
And then you can compare your modelling skills to what they were all them years ago.
You can see where it came from and where it got with. Now I can never remember if the Horton if these actually, they never went into service, did they? They were almost finished and almost. I know they've got a fraction of one in the Smithsonian from the factory, but I think they never went past the testing stage. So they're always what-if builds. And this is really nice camouflage. Look at that.
That's clever, that.
Yeah, I like the way, just with the weathering, it goes from like the lighter brown at the top and the brown you can see it like darkening, whereas the dark patches stay about the same. That's really nice.
Ron's just joined us. He says hi all on the panel and in chat. Good evening to you, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
It's me and Foxx here today, and we're doing a gallery show. If you just joined us, anybody else who just joined us, we're doing a gallery show today. We're having a look at what's been featured on the eModels Facebook page in the group Scale Model Addicts.
Yeah, there's the Cockpiten gefahren. Or die Fliegerhausen. Oh, I don't know what the German would be like pilot house, wouldn't it? Or driver house. I don't know what pilot is in German. If it was a truck, it would be the Fahrenhaus. So Fliegenhaus. I think
I always remember from my German secondary school teacher the Krankenhaus.
That's the engine bay, isn't it? Is it?
The Krankenhaus hospital.
Oh, is Krankenhaus.
So some of the German words, it's like fit, don't they?
Meine Leg ist broken auf dem Krankenhaus, bitte. But I think, considering he's recovered it from one that was built, because it's always hard to do, like, especially for cockpits and things, when you've already built it in the past and you just repaint it, strip it down. Yeah. I think you've done a brilliant job there, mate.
The Bobbins tells us that Horton was test flown and it crashed. So,
yeah. But yeah, done a great job on the cockpit as well, considering it was already built and assembled. Yeah. Nice one.
Very, very good.
Very good,
Phil.
Yeah. One from Fester, who will be with us soon. Looking forward to getting back to it. H took a big view of what's upcoming. See you soon. Loves you all.
That's a one busy desk in it.
That's Fester's bench. Fester's bench is the bench.
Yeah. Now, Colin should have been in Barrow at the start of last month.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anybody out in Chatland has heard of Dave Day. It was a memorial ride, a motorbike ride in memory of Dave Myers, one of the hairy bikers.
Oh yeah.
He recently died of cancer.
Oh.
So they organised a tribute motorcycle ride from London to Barrow-in-Furness, where I live. They expected one or two motorbikes to turn up and go along on the ride.
Oh yeah.
Initially, there was estimates of 20,000 motorbikes that would come to Barrow.
Now that would have been a sight to see.
Yeah, and the police did a count along the route. I can just find the numbers, and they said that the actual number of motorcycles taking part was 46,136 motorbikes.
Wow, that's more than 3. Even I know that.
They all came into Barrow, and they doubled the population of Barrow for that for the night. It was an amazing sight. Colin would have been in his element.
Oh yeah, Colin would have loved that.
There was every motorcycle style and type you could think of. It was just a brilliant day. If you look on Facebook, Dave Day, you'll see some of it. But yeah, wow. Colin would have loved it. Anyway,
Anders has come back with the further Swedish lessons. Hospital is sjukhus. Sjukhus. Suckhouse is what it sounds like. Dorkosaurus is in. Welcome, Dorkosaurus. Welcome.
Welcome.
Crafting with Jacqueline. Jackie says, yes, Foxx, but I've no idea to what because I've breathed since then. Work in progress from Jack Holmes. Work in progress at the Zvezda SU-25. The landing gear survives the clear coat, decals and weathering. I'll be happy. This sounds like he's been having problems with it. If you're worried that the components will fall off with a clear coat, you've not had a good time with your kit, have you?
Nice touch. Yeah, I see what he means. The landing gear does look a bit fragile.
A bit fiddly-tastic. Very fat wheels on those MiGs, aren't they?
I think I would have with fragile landing gear like that. I'd have put wheels up and put it on a stand as well.
Flight mode.
Yeah.
I like the camouflage scheme that we're used to seeing. Very fussy camouflage schemes. That's like it's brown and then a bit of sun. I like that. It's not fussy at all, is it? It's nice and simple. I quite like that. Uncomplicated camouflage scheme. Very good.
Ron Hetem says a German cockpit is called cockpit.
Cockpit. Thank you very much.
Cockpit.
I prefer Fliegenhausen, stick and pull and fly and crash and booming. If people don't know what I'm doing when I do that, but I've said this before, but when I was a kid, my dad used to do all this pidgin German all the time. He wasn't German, he was Scottish, he was from Glasgow. But he used to do this made-up German, and we as kids, we loved it. But we've kind of adopted it, and it kind of become a family thing now. So we all walk around doing this like fake German all the time. Yeah. You have to put Gefahrten at the end of lots of words. Paul Eaton says, FX 172 scale Heinkel HE 111 P2 6 Kampfgeschwader 55 Grail Villers-Coublay, France 1940. Straight out of the box bill with a naughty decal added. Paints ammo atom, very good indeed. Hand painted. Ooh. Wee little fella there in his little gunning tube.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Very nice.
That's on you. Is that a sliding cockpit?
Cockpit cover. I don't know, because it's like if it slides back, it's still got a dirty great big hole at one end. I guess that's just to keep the wind off them, isn't it? They don't like the wind on them. Or maybe it slides. Oh yeah, it's got. You can see at the bottom there. It's got like a slide, so it's not a completely sealed cockpit. What's the German for canopy then? For cockpit canopy. Die Cockpitten Window gepointen, Rulen, Nosen sticken, Windenblocken. Fahrten. I don't know.
Cockpit sliding canopy.
Canopy sliding Gefahrten mit the sliding und the moving. Yeah, that's his richtig. We're just defending every single German now. In our audience, we do apologise. I love German. I wish I'd learned German. I don't remember. I don't recognise this plane. It sounds really weird. I don't recognise this the cockpit layout.
It looks like the 111, doesn't it? With all the those windows at the front.
Yeah, but the cockpit, the canopy looks unfamiliar to me. It's bizarre. I mustn't have seen this specific.
Yeah, but then again, when you look at what the RAF were flying in the war, there's lots of aircraft that you've never heard of.
Yeah, I mean that's why. That's why you get these little Polish manufacturers with the planes you've never heard of before from World War II. I like the fact he's got the canopy slid open there. That's nice.
Yeah, but like everybody's heard of the Lancaster and the Spitfire and the Hurricane, but there's lots of other aircraft, which names escape me in a moment.
Yeah.
They are,
always the way. Now, good old Bill. He set himself a challenge, didn't he? You know, like when you start something and you get within 10 minutes, you get that instant regret. Yeah, he decided to get that dirty, great big crane thing.
Ah, right.
And he's actually finished it now. He says, all finished. I decided not to connect the output arm and the hub in case the model needs moving, but it looks okay without the bracket. And this thing is massive. It's been on his workbench for a while, taking up all the space.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the world's biggest big crane thing. I know one of them. There is one that's looks like that. That's the big one.
Yeah. It's got like a big cheese grater on the right hand side, and it scrapes the coal out of the ground, and then it all goes along a conveyor belt, doesn't it, and drops.
It's a giant nom nom, and it noms on the ground. It goes nom 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 on the ground. I'm doing that with my hand, and nobody can see that, but I'm doing that with my hand. Nom 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 nom. Bill, that's been a hell of a journey, mate. You've done well with that. he's had his challenges with that, not least of which actually being able to fit it in the place. Oh, there you go. Here you go. Hard to believe this is where it all began 1.5 months ago. That's all the bits laid out. Look at this, all the stuff on there.
That looks like my modelling room as well. You have a little modelling bench where it's nice and serene, but behind it,
it's carnage.
Stuff, it's carnage. Yep. Stuff everywhere.
Absolutely.
That's the bit nobody ever sees because I never point the camera in that direction.
Yeah, it's like my bench is lovely and clean where my little work area is, but outside that, you don't want the camera going there.
Yeah. Nobody ever sees behind the camera.
No. Don't ask what's behind the camera. You don't want to know. Neil Plucknett, it's here. Probably setting a record for late deliveries. It landed at Heathrow on the 17th of February this year with 5 others, and all of them promptly got lost by Royal Mail. He's got the Jet Mads something or other. It's a plane. Do you recognise it, Ted?
Yeah, it's a jet.
It's a jetty jet. It looks like it. Is it a Saab?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, is it from Sweden?
Is it a Swedish Saab? Is it a vegan? No, it's not a vegan, is it? I think that is a Saab because they have the canards.
I'm sure somebody in chat will tell us what it is.
Yes.
Keith Bolton Paul Defiant was one of the aircraft in the Second World War on the British side, and that's one of the ones I'm interested in building. Keith,
it's a vegan, says the Bobbins. I did an aircraft thing and I got it right.
It's a vegan. Yeah,
it's a vegan. Doesn't go anywhere near meat or dairy products.
So it is from it's a vegan from Sweden.
It's a vegan. It's all right.
The
alienating. We'll just alienate every European country tonight. I thought says Avro Manchester short Sterling bombers as examples.
Yeah, short Sterlings. There's Lancasters. Not the Lancaster. There was the Manchester. There's lots of aircraft out there. There's even some auxiliary aircraft that were used as tugs
for a good word, that auxiliary.
Target towing. But so and the aircraft that's just been on the Saab Vegan. If it's a Saab, it won't have the radio will have been an optional extra.
Yeah, and it'll have this really weird handbrake nonsense gear stick thing. I can't remember what it is with Saab. They have some weird handbrake and gear stick contrivance that is really strange, I seem to remember. But very reliable. But you can't get the parts anymore. Neil Pluckner again said, just finished the D-Day Joe that was the kit ship for renewing Air Fitness Club membership. Both a delight to build with minimal filler. Used his AK paints from the RAF Day Fighters. Had a slight problem with the Typhoon. He coated it in Vallejo gloss clear coat prior to decals going on, then Humbrol matte clear coat after. Been doing this for years, no issues, but this time there's a reaction and there are a few greyish spots on the model. I've never had a problem with the rattle can Humbrol matte, the 49 if it's acrylic. The spray one, yeah, it can go a bit frosty sometimes, but that's usually because either it's not been shaken or it's too cold, perhaps.
Yeah, you need to shake it and shake it a bit more.
Because if you don't shake it, you get all the... Because matte varnish is basically gloss varnish with matting agent. And what you'll find is, if you don't shake it, you either spray the model gloss, because all the gloss agent goes to the top, or all the matting agent goes to the top and you get this frosty stuff. So
yeah, I did that once with a matte varnish. I didn't shake it enough and it came out all gloss.
Yep. Well, I like to give the best example is my actual real world car, which I've said before, most people know. My actual real world car, we repainted it as a sort of rat rod. But my friend at the time, who was sort of doing most of the painting, he got the clear coat, got some matte clear coat, didn't stir it enough. So basically, one half of my car is matte, and one half of my car is shiny. Although, to be fair, right down the middle. Although, to be fair, I haven't washed it in about 6 years, so it's all matte now, which is great. It's got moss on it and everything. But yeah, nice work here, Neil.
Yeah.
Spit and a tiffy.
See the size difference in the two aircraft.
Yeah, because you never realise that the tiffy was like huge compared to the Spitfire. The Spitfire was a delicate lady, and the Typhoon was like
it's like a flying truck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's just a big chunker. Very nice work there, Neil. Very, very good. Can't see any spots. Neil again. Oh no, Nigel Pickett. Hey, no, yeah, Nigel. No, Neil. Am I getting Neil Plunkner and Nigel Pickett mixed up? I do apologise. It says day 2. Nigel Pickett says remote control installed and working apart from the rubbish speed controller. He is making. Oh, we don't know what he's making yet. We haven't seen it yet, have we?
Yeah, that's one thing about this group. It's for modelers, not just plastic modelers or aircraft modelers or anything like that. Anyone.
eModels.
It obviously looks like that's in the guts of a ship.
I think this little scoop here suggests a cruise ship, maybe the Titanic.
No, it looks like a cruiser or something.
Yeah.
A warship. It looks
we'll find out when he posts up an earlier post, because we're going from the latest to the earliest. We'll find out in a minute. Simon Patterson. This made me laugh. Simon Patterson. My new kit has arrived. Can't wait to crack it open. Isn't that?
That's. I would say that's either. No, that's not Titanic. That could be a submarine.
I think, if I remember rightly, it is the Yamato.
Oh.
Or the Yamato. The original Yamato, not the space battleship Yamato.
So Pete Littlewood says it has to be Yamato in there.
I think he actually puts in the comments later. I think. Oh no, he doesn't. I think in some other groups he did post up later what it was. But yes, he put it next to one of the other ones. I think it's a 1/700 scale, or it might be 250. I'm not sure. 350. It's huge anyway. The size of that's just nonsense.
Yeah. When I've had model boxes of that size in my house, I get that look off the wife.
Yeah, well, it's more the look off you when you realise you've got to try and heft it into the loft. Or when you ask the missus for help and she's like, no.
Yeah.
Nigel back again. Day 1, 42 portholes, rudder, prop shaft and motor. RC gubbins start tomorrow, but we still don't know what it is. We're going backwards in time. Now, that's not the Titanic. You can tell by these.
Somebody says to Neil down there, what ship? Does he answer them? Scroll up a little bit. It's a single screw. It could be. Let me guess. Could be the compass rose.
Oh, could it be the Snowberry? Do you think that's quite a big kit?
Yeah, Corvette.
As I'm looking at these little holes here, are these like drainage holes, flood holes, aren't they?
Yeah, they're freeing ports.
Yeah, that's not a big like Titanic-y thing. So it could be the snowflower or snowberry. Let's have a look. He says HMS Bluebell. None of us got that.
Well, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It is.
They're Corvettes, aren't they? Bluebell and the Snowberry, I think.
Yeah,
They're all flowery named.
flower cast Corvettes.
That's it. A big model, that.
Yeah, they make a good. They do make a good ship model to sail. Actually, they are for a plastic kit.
I will confess, Ted. I've been having shippy thoughts over the last year or so. But not big ships, not like your Titanics and your battleships, but like little tramp steamers and stuff. I've been sitting there thinking, I just fancy doing some little sort of.
I'm trying to think if there's. I don't know if there's any plastic kits of little trampers or.
While you're like looking. Next up, Richard Percy, the Academy 172nd P40N Warhawk Joanne, weathered with oils, Tamiya paints used, Jarvis Scenics products used on the base. He's done a black and white picture. That looks real. Or is that the actual real thing he's based it on? I can't tell.
I think that's a real one. See the skull at the front? I just worked it out.
Yeah, I know. I just did that as well. I'm thinking, hang on a minute. I'm now not sure if that's his photograph very cleverly. Well, I think it's the real one. If it's not, then that's a regular photograph. And here's his version.
Oh, it's good.
Awesome. Awesome. He's got
some nice chipping effects.
Yeah, nice simple chipping, a little bit of darkening and dry brushing where the staining is from the fuel and that, and for the exhaust. Oh, I like that browning there where it's the oil and schmutz.
That's where nice. That's where the pilot would have got on and got off. So.
Yeah, but I like the way he's got some staining from the engine as well. Just subtly on the open areas, the chipped areas, very nice. And it's 1/72, which is small. Got some very crisp canopy lines.
For those in chat, don't let us do all the talking. You chip in and ask the questions or ideas of how did you do that or whatever. We'll try and get you going.
Very nice weathering on there. You can kind of tell it's oils he's weathered it with just because of the sort of the mattness of it and the way it's all softly blended. That's the beauty of oils. They're great for weathering. Awesome. Very nice work, Richard. Well done. LBM says, my brain just said you need that. There's still a bit of room left in the living room that needs filling. I guess that's that big shit, the big Yamato.
Yeah. Can a model ever be too big?
Yeah. Well, when you're getting that Titanic out of the loft, I think you'll have an answer for that one.
Yep.
Talking of which, now moving on.
Patrick Van Gillis is thanks for adding a ticketed scale modelling. So nice to be able to hear some pics of a recent project.
Ooh, Stug. Stug? Not a Stug. It's a Stug variant, I think. Very nice.
It's a German tank.
It's a Tanken gefahren mit a Holen und Blumenbangen. Ja, das ist richtig.
Yeah, I like the finish on that. Not too much, not overdone. Looks like dusty. I
like that tarpaulin. It looks like material. It doesn't look like plastic molded at all. I wonder how he's done that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When you go to shows like Telford and things like that, and you look at the modelers and you see it live for real, you think, how has he done that?
Yeah.
Where did he find the product to make that particular item? Yeah,
that's nice. That's nice with its winter white camouflage stripping away in the rust. That's very nice.
It's got the end of the winter season that the white camouflage is just sort of starting to wash off.
Yeah, I love the way like this front face of the side armor sort of rack is rusted because that's of course the contact between the plate and the side, and that's where it's going to get corrosion. That's very nice. And this piece of track on the top, which just looks like corroded metal, that's very nice work. Winter camo always looks really good on tanks, doesn't it? Some very nice work here.
Very nice. I'm not quite sure if did he say what scale they were? These were they look like 1/32.
Probably 1/35. That's a 1/35.
Nice little scene, though.
Yeah. Now I've just realised. Oh, I think we did miss something earlier on, so I'll scroll back up again in a minute. That statue looks like a metal statue. It looks like a weathered old bronze statue. That's amazing. It's some awesome work here. Stained glass windows.
Yeah.
This is some fantastic work. Now you can tell these are Germans, these are Axis, not Allies, because it's not the officer that's pointing. These were Brits, Ted. That'd be the officer pointing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. The officer's not. Yeah. And he hasn't got binoculars.
No.
But the positioning of the figures fits the tank, doesn't it? Now,
yeah.
Whether he's adapted them or whatever, I'm sure that there's not a figure out there that's made to be in that position. He's probably done that.
Oh, there could be. There are some sets, various sets do. They could be old Verlinden figures, resin, or some of the modern ones. Awesome. The Bobbins says the German word for tank is Blumentubengefahrten. Yeah, that's the English thing.
That'll do. There's the officer with some binoculars.
Yep. Very strange long binoculars. So I can see a long way away. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh, nice weather.
Yeah, over there. Yeah.
This guy down the bottom left actually looks cold.
Yeah, I was going to say you feel cold looking at
he's
that.
Like, oh, it's all really cold. Oh, look at that. The rusting on that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's the art of weathering, isn't it?
Yeah. I definitely think, Patrick, that your strength is rust. Corrosion. You certainly got a skill for that. Beautiful. More of those, please.
Well done, Patrick.
Now I need to go up because I think I missed someone out. I think I scrolled ahead to someone. I think I did. I might not have done. No, I totally didn't. Shut up, Foxx. Sorry for the scrolling. Well, looking at those tanks, it's obvious that it's not the length that matters, it's the bang it delivers. Through your words. Richard Percy back again. Armour Hobby 1/72 scale P-51B Mighty Midget, flown by Lieutenant, because American, James Clark, 382nd FS 363rd FG, France 1944. Vallejo paints and varnish, Jarvis Scenic Products as well. So there's the real thing.
And as he's American, you did say Lieutenant.
I did.
Correctly.
But you know what, Ted? I don't feel right saying Lieutenant. I don't know why.
Lieutenant.
I think I'm so used to hearing Lieutenant in media and everywhere. It's like Lieutenant sounds wrong now. Because you don't get a day in left, do you? You get a day in lieu. I think the Americans might have it right.
Yeah. Just how Lieutenant John Smythe.
Yeah, I think we'll leave that one for the chat to have a fight about. But I think in this case, I may have to admit that the Americans might have it right.
That's good. That it's the base. I quite like the base that it's on.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Excellent.
That's really nice work. Did he say it was brush painted? I can't remember if he said it was brush painted or not. I don't think it is.
Once again, good detail for such for that scale. Yeah. It's often when you come to photograph your model that it shows up all the irks and blemishes and everything that's not gone right.
Yeah, it's when you photograph the model that you find that one bit of masking fluid that you hadn't seen, or a little bit of masking tape that you looked at the model for weeks and not seen it. And then the moment you take the photograph and put it on Facebook, the moment it goes on Facebook, you're like, oh. And then within seconds, somebody says, I can see some masking fluid. Thanks. Phil Bolton, going a bit bigger now. Just finished the Academy 148.0. The Edward version gets all the attention, but I prefer this one with its very detailed cockpit drop flaps, folding wingtips. Plus, it's about £30 cheaper. Always a winner.
Yeah, that's the deal maker, isn't it? 30 quid cheaper.
Very nice. You forget how big 148 can actually get.
It's nice to see a Zero, though. It's nice to see one that's not chipped and to hell. It's still got some paint on it.
Yeah. I used to wonder about that, when it's like, why have these models always got this like silver chipping all over? It's like because the Japanese for a long time just didn't prime the planes; they just painted them quickly to get them out the door. And so I was like, oh, so it's actually a real reason that they're always got this metal chipping on them.
Anders comes in with, let's do Swedish again for Lieutenant. Lieutenant.
Well, I'm going to guess it's a Lieutenant, a bit like German Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
Meatball. No, what? Very, very, very nice work there, Phil. Meatballs.
I went to IKEA at the weekend. Does that count?
Yeah. Did you have? Well, it depends. Did you have the hot dog or the meatball?
Yeah, I got the meatballs.
Good lad. Well, you could, of course, get both and then put the meatballs on the hot dog.
I got a huge stroopwafel.
Whoa! One of my local takeaways that does Canadian poutine also do these massive Belgian waffles that are about a foot in diameter, but they're Biscoff. It's like a stroopwafel that's like a foot in diameter, about 3 inches thick, and it tastes like coffee. It's just. That's from Neil Pluckner earlier from the planes we saw in build, so it's past that one. Aguilucho San Javier Bald, I hope I pronounced that right, says not much time left. So I assume he's building for a competition or something, or a show. Building a little no, it's not. A little I can't remember the name. No, it's like I can hear the word in my head.
A little spotter plane or something like that.
I can hear.
There's one in different markings.
Yeah, contemporary. They're still reasonably modern, but I can't remember the name of it. Every time I think, I've just come up with the word Horch, but that's a truck, not a plane. So very nice. Works in progress are always welcome. It's nice to see things that aren't completed but are in progress, because then people can see how you're doing stuff.
It's good if somebody posts the whole build. This week I've done this, or today I've done this, and tomorrow I'm doing that, and then other people can see how it goes together. Yeah,
and don't be afraid of, if you're doing a build over a couple of weeks and you put a post up every day saying here's my progress so far, feel free. It's more than welcome. Like Ted says, we can see the progress coming to life. Anders says,
the more you put on it.
Say again. Go on, Ted. You go.
It doesn't cost anything to post on the site, so put as many pictures on as you want.
Anders says, great, you almost nailed it to me. What about Ted?
That's right, yeah. You take the points for that one.
He didn't give you any feedback, so I'd take from that one. Max McGinn, this week I've been working on some Chaos Terminators for my Iron Warriors. I've chosen the 5 best looking ones to show off. Max likes to post up hundreds of pictures, so I won't show them all. But he does like his Iron Warriors. He's building a whole army of Iron Warriors. Yeah. Very nice.
Oh, yeah, I did say before, when I actually saw that, he says he does apologise if there's too many pictures. There's never too many pictures.
No, never too many pictures. Just because, like when we do a stream, we can't dwell on every single photograph. You put like 70 pictures, we can't show them all because we've got to get through them. But when you're just browsing through the website, I can sit there and I can happily look through 70 photographs of a job going on. Don't worry yourself. Very nice work here. All brush work. Beautifully painted. Very nice. I like the tusks. These are Chaos Iron Warriors, did you say? Or Iron Warriors? Yeah, very nice. I like the hazard stripes. Keep in mind, of course, these are about as tall as your thumb. 28mm figures. Oh, he's done a very nice job on the Horus eye there as well. Look at that. Very nice eye of Horus. Very, very nice. Tricky to paint that. Oh, well then, Max. Max is one of those people that, like, both Fester and I have like watched Max when he came into all the groups and started posting up pictures. He's come a long way in about a year. You know, like when you see somebody comes along and they post their first pictures, and you can see even in a short time when they sort of up their skills as they go along. It's nice when that happens. Max is someone like that. We've been watching him develop his skills over the last couple of years. Very nice. Colin, latest update on his Eleanor build. He's doing the Eleanor part work on his channel. Make sure to go and check it out. Building the 1/8 scale Eleanor. Gone in 60 seconds. Gone in 60 seconds. Modart 633. Sally mostly all built up ICM plastic model kits. Ooh, it's quite big as well. What's that, Ted? He's going to say plain, isn't he?
Yeah. However, I do see the painstaking canopy masking.
Oh yeah, all masking. Oh. If you've got a canopy with nice raised panel lines, it's not so bad. It's when you get some old Airfix kit with really faint panel lines, and you're like, oh. I saw someone do like a Dornier. I think it was a Dornier, you know, the big old bomber, and it had like 1 million panels of glass, but the molding on it was really fake because it's an old Airfix. And I can't remember who it was, but bless them, they masked it off as best they could. And they did a really good job. And I was like, I would have just like killed myself by that point. No. Very nice though. Look forward to seeing more of that because you haven't posted any more after that, so show more. I'm not going to show a video because we don't know what the music is, so we'll skip over that one. Apologies if it's something. Oh, actually, is it your model? I see. I can't. I'll match screen it a little bit, but I can't. Oh no, hang on. That might be copyright music, you see, so I can't play the music. Hang on, let me just mute that.
I can mute, yeah. It looks like a card bottle of a football stadium anyway.
Yes, we'll carry on. There we go. Welcome to the home of Walsall FC. If you build it, they will come. I'll scroll through a little bit. It's a card model. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's actually I think it's actually drawn. I think it's actually Daniel's actually drawn it all himself as well. Yeah, from scratch.
Scratch built card model.
Very nice.
Football ground. Well,
yeah, not from a kit.
Cool.
Ooh, there you go. That's the radar where you can detect all the enemy planes.
It's surprising how sturdy your models, your card models become once you put strengthening and stuff on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cracking model, that.
Considering it's scratch built and not just from a pre-printed kit, that's amazing. For some reason I can't actually fast forward it, but it works.
So Daniel Miller says, anyone give comments, please? Yeah, please go along and give Daniel some encouragement.
Put a lot of time into that. Daniel. Free advert for Poundland. Kick, get in there.
cutting out all those seats.
Oh god, yeah. Won't be long now, Daniel, before you're building 747s and stuff out of card.
Oh.
Very nicely done. Lovely work there, fella. Thank you for posting the video up. What was that? One from Colin. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Nah. See what happens when you get buttons with me. Apologies, let me find where we were. That's Facebook being a spoon. Oh, Facebook, you spoonen gewarten. Where were we?
Oh, we've just got time for a couple more, and then it's bedtime.
Is it sleepy time for you, Ted?
It is. Yeah.
That's Fester posting up a link for his channel. He'd got a build from a very good friend of ours, Wendy Hickson, a lovely lady, who sent him this $11.99 Panigale Tricolor. Sadly, she passed away just before he finished filming it. She sent me some stuff as well. She sent me a load of little figures and stuff, which is brilliant. So I must get around to painting those. But he put the build up to as a little tribute to Wendy. So do go and check that out on his channel. So Wendy was lovely. He's also building a 1/8 scale Batmobile. Artwork. Me and Fester, we like our part works. So go and check that out again.
Oh, yep. Yeah, one before you go, look at this one, the Airfix Space Hawk.
Yeah. Neil Plucknick. Colour going on the old 19 Space 99 Hawk. I'm cheating and using the 148 MPC colour scheme. The companion Eagle Transporter is nearly complete. Just got to redo the pod. Decals were shots. They've been painted. Only ones I can't do are the Alpha Moon based logos. For some odd reason, this project is beset by paint bleeds under the masking tape.
There is a trick for that, is put your masking tape on, spray it over with the colour you're trying to mask, and then put the colour on top.
Yep. Or, another handy tip, put your masking tape on. Make sure you run a cocktail stick down in the edges to push it in place, but then spray it with a very fine matte varnish.
Yeah.
And then nothing can bleed because the varnish will seal the gap between the tape and the plastic, and then the way to do it. I do like the Hawk. I'd wish MPC, I don't know if they do one. You know, they did the 22-inch Eagle I did for eModels. If they did a Hawk as well, I'd be all over that like a rash. Like stink on a torn. There you go. So he's getting his base colours in there. Very nice. Nothing you can't touch up if it bleeds under.
Very 1970s sci-fi colours, aren't they?
Oh yeah, oranges and the whites. You can't go wrong. That's the beauty of it. I mean, once you've got it built and weathered, get all the weathering on there to hide a multitude of sins. Yeah, we'll do one more. Oh yeah, we'll pimp some of Colin's work. He hates when we do this.
I just saw the little star next to Fester's. Says he's a rising contributor.
Yeah, and an admin. Bench update from the Friday stream. Warhammer Rogel Dawn and Squig Buggy. Bit of decaling on the Dawn and some chipping at the edge highlighting on the Buggy. And he's doing a fantastic job on these. I need to get the Rogel Dawn. This is the Rogel Dawn battle tank. He's got his base colours down. He's started on the weathering. He's having a whale of a time with this. He absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
He won't mind me telling you, he's got some fantastic rust on those. They look like metal. Look at that. That's just great. Look like metal with the rubber strips. He's getting better at tracks than me now. I'm glad of that. That's good. They look better than my tracks. Get in. He's got a lovely colour scheme on that as well. Nice subtle colour scheme. This is Squig Buggy. Squig Buggy!
Yeah. If you're watching Colin, great work.
Yeah.
Look at all the different colours in that.
And he's not even halfway through the weathering yet. But the best thing about the Squig Bug, I don't know if it takes a picture, is this squig at the back, which is a bomb squig. It's flat and it looks grumpy. It's just a little flat grumpy thing. There you go. Look at that. It's so adorable. You throw it on the road and then when somebody drives over it, it's like a landmine. It blows up. It's a bomb squig. Yeah, he's having fun with both of those. That's great. Awesome work, buddy. Squig, I've got so many orc stuff. Orc stuff is so much fun because it's just made of scrap and you can go to town on it, making it look clunky and weathered, and it's just orcs is great fun. If ever you want a break from painting nice shiny cars or things that need to be very neatly painted, just make something orc because you can just switch off all your carefulness and just have fun. So much fun. And they're looking brilliant. Nice work, Fester. There you go. I've pimped you. You want to do any more, Ted, or shall we? Are you wanting to? How much further do you want to go? It's 10 past 10. You want to do some more, or are you done?
I'm struggling.
Can you hear me, Ted?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Do you want to do any more, or are we done?
I think my hearing's packing up. I think we'll call it a night at that. Yeah.
All right.
As I was talking to Foxx earlier, folks, before we came in, but I went to the hearing people at the hospital a few days ago, and I'm officially deaf.
Yes.
So it's a bit of a struggle sometimes trying to hear through a little earphone.
Yeah, and your battery might be on its way out as well.
Yeah.
Is your battery going? I don't mean your personal battery. I mean in the earpiece.
Do you remember when your granddad used to wear a hearing aid and he could make it whistle?
Yeah, and he used to have the proper like 1970s NHS style Type 3 glasses.
Had the hearing aid thing in his top pocket and
oh yeah. And then, like, whenever his missus would speak, he'd twiddle with it, so it went, and he couldn't hear anything.
That's the one.
And that was the subtle shut up message.
Yeah, that's it. Can't hear what you're saying, but
see my dad.
Anyway, Yeah, I think we've done for tonight anyway. We've had a look through
Yes.
some of the contributors to the Scale Models Facebook page.
Yeah.
If you want to have a look at some more, as I say, go and have a look. Just log on to Facebook, and you have to be approved. Yeah, you have to be approved to join, don't you? So,
Yes. All you have to do is just. I think there are some. It might auto approve you if you meet certain criteria, but if not, just join anyway. We're usually fairly quick at letting you in, so don't worry. But yeah, it's Facebook. Go on.
Yeah, you just need to answer some really simple questions.
Yes.
Like, are you not stupid?
Yeah. Do make sure you read the rules and answer the questions. Otherwise, it will just reject your request because you have to read the rules. They're dead simple questions. They're silly questions. You have to. But it's facebook.com/groups/scale model addicts with an S on the end.
It doesn't cost anything to join.
Nope.
But if you do want to send biscuits and cake to any of the admin, just send.
Yeah. Don't send them to eModels because we don't get those.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we don't actually work for eModels. We just take all the biscuits.
Anyway, on that note, we're going to leave you for tonight, and we'll see you hopefully next time we come. There might be Chris, there might be Colin, there might be both. Everybody might be here. But in the meantime, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Yes.
We didn't do much modelling. We didn't do any modelling.
No. You did a little bit. I did absolutely nothing whatsoever.
Well, yeah. I started, then I gave up. There we go.
Yes.
So,
I will admit I've been in a real funk over the last few months. I've been in an absolute modelling lull of not having any desire or mojo. So I will get back to it. But that's why this hasn't progressed very far on the little streams.
Yeah. Well, I got the digger on the go, and I've got some of this, thinking that I might be able to make some sort of base for a diorama.
Yes, you can. I used exactly that stuff to make a diorama base, and it's great.
Yeah,
but you'll need like 10 packets of it. You'll get through a lot of it.
I thought what I could do would get some of that builder's sort of insulation foam and use this over the top of it somehow. But yeah, to be decided. It's only £4.
Yeah,
so
but if you do it on a wooden base, put something between the clay and the wooden base because the moisture will get into the wood and warp it.
Yeah. There's I've been watching some YouTube videos about how to use it. And
you've been watching YouTube, Ted. It's not going to end well if you watch YouTube, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
I went to find a YouTube video on how to do a particular painting technique, and 3 days later, when I'd finished watching all the videos in the world about cheese, it's never good.
Yeah, that's it. I do tend to get a little bit distracted now and again on YouTube. I think, yeah. And,
you know what Mama Wolf's big thing at the minute is? Mama Wolf, who's 85. She's 85, right? And she sits downstairs all day listening to the telly and reading her iPad. Her big thing at the minute is on Facebook watching videos of like Korean people eating noodles. Like husband and wife sitting there with a big table full of just eating noodles. And every time I walk past, I have a look and it's like I walk away thinking, I really want noodles.
Right. Well, we'll leave it to it and go and see if she's watching some more people eating noodles.
Ooh,
but until then, and we'll come back not next week, the week after, or whatever. In the meantime, we'll probably be seeing Colin or somewhere around on the tubes or Foxx himself.
Yes.
Whatever.
We'll all be around at some point, but you'll see us. We'll do either another gallery show or a group show Monday after next.
We'll leave it for now, and I'm going to go and get a drink and ready for bed, and we'll see you all next time. But thanks for joining us. Yeah. Adios, amigos. That's his name.
You took my... adios, amigos. I've got the button. I need to press it, don't I? Hang on. Bye.